Swing! Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Jalindo, and today we're playing more of our favorite game in the world, or one of, Banished. It's been a great game. Nothing horrible has happened yet. I'm sure you guys are very sad about that. I'm sure crashing and burning would have been something you would have enjoyed just as much. But we have a nice successful settlement coming up here. We got 3 hunting cabins, all 3 finished. The third one finished last episode. We have a nice area for gathering, kind of like a forest community here. And that one we're starting to outgrow. We needed more houses, and so we got a town hall over here for this area. But we are starting to move down here to this market. And we're going to be building houses down here, moving all our production facilities down here. Woodcutter, blacksmith, tailor, everything's already queued up. We're just kind of waiting for more people, for builders, for laborers. How about right about there? 6 builders, 3 laborers, and anyone who's not, this will be actually more laborers. So 7 builders, 2, and then so that's 6 total. Looks like laborers, I believe. 7 builders, and so they should build this place up pretty quickly. I'm constantly running out of stone. We cannot keep ourselves in stone for the life of us. So I'm glad that we got so many laborers so they can go around and collect some of this stuff. Although I do feel bad that I'm having them go out, break down this useless road, 1 peg at a time, and then go home. That is the least efficient thing ever. This is why they're wasting their time on breaking down this stupid road. Early winter. But it's fine. It's almost done. I'm not going to stop them now. They'll be done by like summer, I guess. Food has skyrocketed. Check out this trend line in the past year. We have 1,858 food. Those hunting cabins have really, really done a great job. And as soon as we get that road undone, we're going to clear cut these areas, and that'll be very nice. I'm going to build a house out here. I'm going to do that because I'm going to have at least 1 laborer out here collecting resources, and I'm going to have a hunter out here. I might as well have a house by each of these cabins so they don't come out here for 5 seconds, freeze, and then go back home. It would be inefficient. I can't remember, now that I think about it, I can't remember if they are cold. Trying to find someplace warm. So they won't actually go because they only go to homes, I think, to get warm. And so hunters kind of need a house next to the hunting cabin if they want to be efficient. At least that's my experience. What's yours? Comment below. I'm going to increase these priorities because I think that will help our efficiency out quite a bit. We'll also get, like I said, we'll get 1 hunter, and we'll also hopefully get a laborer out here, and they'll start working this area. And I will go ahead and make a stockpile in each of these areas. And that's for the laborer while they are... Can't put it there, can I? Nope, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to build instantly. If you put a stockpile out and it has nothing on top of it, it will build instantly. That one has 1 obstacle still, so I can't put it there. And it'll turn a different color, so you can tell when you do it right. How about here? Yep, different color. And that one's ready. Reserve of stone is low. I keep wanting to... Every time I hear the sound effect, I want to look over my food and be like, do not starve. Live. My community of people want you to live. There. So we got a stockpile at each. Hopefully they'll build those houses, and then they'll build they'll stock those stockpiles, and there'll be less walking around. That's probably something I should have did earlier, and I did not do that. Let's throw a trader over here. I only want 1 trader because I'm not going to be moving so many things over here that I'm going to need more than 1. I'm going to put 1 of every item over here because once I have 1 of every item, oops, not 10, 1. If I have 1 of every item over here, it'll show me the prices that the trader will take for every single item I have. And so it's a neat little trick. See, without this, so logs, 2 value. If I had this set to 0 and I go to trade, I can't see the value of logs. And I like to just be able to see the value of everything at a glance. So now I can see how much everything is worth. And if I want to trade them iron, I can put in more iron in the inventory tab, and then trade on this tab. I'm not going to set up any auto purchases or anything for right now. In fact, I don't like to use the market, the vendor too much, except getting like seeds and orchards and cows, because I feel like while it does make sense to do a trading economy, and is very, very, very effective. Oh, I need more than that. My bad there. It is very, very, very effective to do a trading economy. I don't want to do that, because if I do that, 304, 305. If I do that, then I feel like I'm kind of short-circuiting the whole supply chain system. I want to be able to say everything I have because I've built an appropriately efficient machine of production. I don't want it to be because I make a whole bunch of firewood and then sell all, tons and tons and tons of firewood to the trader and then buy everything I need from him. Perfectly valid way to play. A lot of people play that way. I'm okay with it. I'm not bothered by it. It's not as fun for me to do it that way. I feel like this way is more challenging. Keep the machine well oiled and working, that kind of thing. I'm gonna unlock these houses because I've given them 2 years. They procreated some, or at least 1.5 years, I think. And we need more houses. We need more shillings. You can go to the populations tab. You can see our children is low. It hasn't really increased all that much, even though our population has gone up. So we want to fix that. Want a nice kind of steady incline of all of these bars. And as always, our reserve of stone is low. Of course, it's low. Everyone knows that. House is being built there. House is already built there. Blacksmith and gatherer. That is not what nature intended. That's not what I intended. I intended a blacksmith to live here. Put the laborers over here. Come on, guys. You guys gotta work with me a little bit. So the marketeers they're coming down with these wheelbarrows, and they are gonna collect items from town up here, and they're gonna take it down to this market, and that's gonna supply any houses that are in the area. So any houses in this big circle are gonna come to the market for any of their needs, and all the production buildings are gonna do the same. Which reminds me, I want to uncheck these so I can get stuff moved down. So I'm gonna uncheck the woodcutter, blacksmith, and tailor, and get those built. And why not? We could build a tavern. We don't have a reason to build a tavern. We don't have any alcohol. We'll get the alcohol later. Hospital. Why not? Go ahead and throw a hospital on there. Fine. What is next? What is next? What is next? I need more labor. Everyone labor for me. We have 7 food producers. That's 35 people worth of food. We have almost 35 people. We're gonna have to get our farms, orchards, and or pastures going soon. But no trader yet, and we are not really stockpiling enough to really buy anything. We got to get some stuff done, guys. We're behind schedule. Can't believe I can't put a fishery over here. Fishing dock. Come on. It's a perfect place for him. It's right here, and I can't put him there. Why do you hate me, game? Why do you hate me? Here would be fine, too. But nope. Where's our other nearest lake? Down here? Way out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by mountains as well, of course. Yeah, that's great. Logs is low, stone is low. We can't build anything. That has been laid out. We need logs, otherwise we're gonna start running out of firewood. So how can we encourage people to do this stuff? Well, let's start by setting this circle up, and we're going to cut everything in the middle of the circle. Everybody get to work. This is what I want done. I'll tell you what. I'll even go in here and I'll say increase priority. Everything in the circle. Go to it. Get on it, man. Alright, so I'm thinking that that'll wait for next episode. So if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. I hope you come back for the next one. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.